Is everybody just ignoring what AI is doing to the environment? Like,
How much water does a ChatGPT search actually take? Now, I read somewhere recently that it's like 20 gallons per search, which is obviously wildly wrong, so I looked into it for you so you don't have to. I found a fascinating study by the Washington Post and UC Riverside with some pretty shocking conclusions. First, water usage associated with ChatGPT and AI models can be really difficult to estimate right, but it largely revolves around the energy consumption of the data centers that host these models and the water used for cooling those centers. A rough estimate suggests that a single search could consume anywhere from 0.02 to zero point 0.1 kilowatt hours of electricity, depending on things like the complexity of the query and the efficiency of the hardware. Data centers also use water for cooling systems to maintain optimal operating temperatures. The amount of water used can vary pretty wildly based on cooling technology employed, but the average sits at around 1.8 to 2.5 liters of water per kilowatt hour of energy consumed. So according to the UC Riverside study, and this is backed up by other sources I looked at, the average ChatGPT search uses about 100 milliliters of water. That might not sound like a lot, but with 10 million searches a day, it can really add up. 1 million liters is about 2/5 of an Olympic-sized swimming pool. We can look at it a different way too. So say if 1 in 10 people used AI to make a 100-word email once a week for a year, that would be the same amount of electricity as all houses in Washington, D.C. use for 20 days, or water use for all of Rhode Island for a day and a half, or using 14 LED light bulbs for 1 hour. Another study by Carnegie Mellon found that it takes almost 3 kilowatt hours of electricity to generate an AI image. That's 30 times more than a text search and 3,750 times more than a normal Google search. So, do AI models hurt the planet more than a typical Google search? Absolutely. That's probably why tech companies have missed their emissions targets recently, like Google increasing greenhouse gas emissions by 48% since 2019. Now, I'm not telling you to avoid using ChatGPT altogether. I mean, I like using ChatGPT, but just be smarter about when and how you use it.